That we're tracking today as the centre versus the CJI fight escalates. The NDA is firm on Gopal Subramaniam's decision, but the Chief Justice of India has now claimed that he had also threatened to quit if the judiciary was compromised with. Now, the opposition has slammed the BJP government, questioning the Modi government on this appointment row.
I don't need certificates of character, either from an executive government or from any member of the judiciary.
He questioned the government last week. An angry Gopal Subramaniam lashed out at the centre for a move he said was aimed at digging dirt so his elevation could be stalled. And he's not the only one angry. The Chief Justice of India has now alleged that the decision on Gopal Subramaniam was unilateral, one taken without his knowledge or consent.
The Chief Justice deciding to send a very clear message to the government that any interference in judicial matters will not be tolerated by the judiciary.
And the Congress took off from where the debate was stalled last week.
No doubt in the nation's mind that the sole and only sin committed by Mr. Subramaniam is his sin to act as amicus curiae in a matter which led to adverse reports or reports about Mr. Modi and Gujarat.
But the government quick to firefight, claiming that the decision on segregating Subramaniam wasn't a unilateral one.
My government has behaved in a fashion in which it could do, it should do, and it has done. It has only some reservations, some reports about one of the nominees. It has approved all the three and sent back the fourth for reconsideration, knowing it very well that if the Supreme Court Collegium, reiterates its decision, the fourth has also to be appointed.
I can only say that the unsavory controversy has come to an end. The gentleman whose name was recommended has himself dropped out of the race. I don't think there is any attempt to take away the independence of the judiciary. The government did what it was supposed to do.
Jolted by the statement of the Chief Justice of India, government sources today say that they were merely following procedure. And in fact, precedent has been set in the past also, as was the case of C.K. Prasad, whose candidature had been held by the then Law Minister Veerappa Moily.
There were some complaints against a particular judge. This was brought to the notice of the Supreme Court. And that is only in consultation with them it was deferred for some time, but it was clear.
But though the government is trying hard to firefight, there will be questions raised on whether there's a link to the Gujarat encounter probe.
Do you believe, Mr. Subramaniam, that your role as an amicus curiae in the Sohrabuddin Sheikh case has something to do with all this?
Having excluded all other false allegations, this is the only reason.
So has the controversy exposed fault lines between the government and the judiciary? Bureau Report, Times Now.